Hello, everyone. Welcome to Read Between the Lines, our book club for our tweenagers. Suggested ages reading 8 and up. And it is brought to you by the Perry County Public Library and me, Miss Jessie, the Children's Youth Services Librarian. And today we're going to talk about what are genres. A genre, a category of artistic composition as in music or literature, characterized by similarities in form, style, or subject matter. So books, music, movies, and more can be separated by genres. And you may be wondering, Miss Jessie, what is the genre? Well, what we're going to do is we are going to separate our books into different types of categories. It's much like crayons. We have a full carton of crayons, and they're all similar in the fact that they are crayons, but they're different colors. So we could put all of our red crayons into one group, all of our gray crayons into another group, and all of our blue crayons and yet another group. And this is kind of what a genre of book is. And I know you're probably wondering, how do I figure out what genre is right for me? What do I love? What do I like? Think of books or movies that you've watched or read in the past. What do they have in common? Were they set in the past? Was there action? Is there fantastical creatures flying around? Did you get scared? Did you laugh? Did you cry? These are some common things to think of when you're trying to figure out what your favorite book genre is. Now, there's some pretty common book genres. There's kinds of fiction books, things like adventure, fantasy, historical, horror, humor, realistic, science fiction, sports fiction, graphic novels, mystery. And we have examples of that. Things like realistic fiction. That's something that may be an everyday occurrence, like the book Wonder. It's set like me and you, like right now. We're telling a story about us. It just happens to be a fictional story. It could be a biography or an autobiography where it's about somebody's life. It could be a fantasy genre. Things like the one and only Ivan, Harry Potter, Percy Jackson. It could be informational. Those can be some of our nonfiction books, like our National Geographic books, or it can tell you about things like volcanoes, or how to make something, or how to put together something. You've got mystery books, to where they tell a story that's suspenseful and puzzling, and you really don't know what's going to happen till the very end when everything ties together. You've got poetry books, which are books of verse written to create a response of thought or feeling. You've got things like fairy tales and dramas. It's all kinds of different genres of books. Now, if you're like me, I like a lot of subgenres. So I like fiction. Well, what type of fiction do I like? I'm a big fan of science fiction. So it's got a lot of science stuff in it, but it also has fantasy stuff. So there may be aliens, but you may be in space. So you've got the technical aspect of space. But a subgenre is a part of a larger genre. So urban fantasy is a subgenre that features supernatural creatures interacting with ordinary humans in a contemporary city. That's an example of a subgenre. A few of my favorite things. What type of books do you find yourself reading more? Do you tend to go toward the same author? Do they have a particular writing style that you like? Are they all set in the same type of setting? Do they have a common theme? Where can I find more books like this? This is where the internet is a really great thing. You can actually go on to an internet, to your favorite search engine, and be like, find me books that are similar to Percy Jackson. And it's going to give me a list of options that are very similar to Percy Jackson that I may like. Can I like just one type of book? The answer is yes. If you like certain types of books, It's okay to like just that type of book. Can I like all genres of books? Of course you can. There's no wrong or right way to like a book or a genre. When browsing in the library or the bookmobile, you can sometimes tell the main genre of a book by the sticker label on the spine. And we've got some examples here. We have the adventure, which has a little ship on it. A biography has like the profile of what looks like Abe Lincoln. You've got fantasy, where it has a unicorn on it. A graphic novel has a little speech bubble that says BAM. Mystery has Sherlock Holmes. Humor has the humor mask from drama. And you can find a lot of these on the spine of our books. You can even find some that are by holiday. Because I know in our easy books, you can find some that have the Christmas sticker or the Halloween sticker on them, or even the Valentine's Day sticker on the side. And that's going to tell you the main theme of the book. But as you can see here, they're pointing to the little question mark. That's mystery. So that can also help you find books in your local library or your bookmobile. We are going to have a great year learning what books we like. So I would like to thank you all for watching and to tune in each month where we're going to talk about different books that we're going to be reading in our book club throughout the year. Thanks, everyone.